place. The extra bus was the undoing of Suryakumar Radev and Asita Fernando, elated as we expected. Chamindra Wickramasinghe, just 22-year-old. Previous delivery just picked up, putting the ball cross seam. Initially, every delivery was seam up, trying to swing it away or hit the seam and nick back to the right hand. First ball, Shubman Gill holds a cross. Shows the mentality of the young man.
And this is great for Sri Lanka cricket. He's been absolutely accurate, on the money and the surface. No width on offer like the first couple of games. Now you're talking about the cross-seam delivery. Sarvees.
In these kind of slow pitches, this is a good option to have. You never know when one might keep a little low skid on to the batter. This is good stuff for a young man. He's using entire repertoire. He understands these kind of surface. That's a wicket-taking ball for me. An option as well.
Off the mark, Shivam Dubey, his fourth delivery.
Cut.
Yeah, a lot has been mentioned about his trip to Chennai, my hometown. There's another bowler as well who bowls just like Malinga, has the surname of Malinga. Ishan Malinga, who was there. They trained really well for 3 months. Some fabulous batting pitches there as well. But once the great Dennis Lilly comes over, they all bowl bouncers. So it's never a fun time as a batter. So you pick and choose when you go there. He's been great, Chamindra Wickramasinghe. It's been all Sri Lanka so far. Wickramasinghe opening the bowling. Deekshana getting the first breakthrough. Asita Fernando getting rid of Suryakumar Yadav. Second up for Sanju Samson. Failure for Rinku Singh. They seem pumped up at the moment. Head coach Sanath Jayasuriya. Vanindu Hasaranga was animated as well.
Sri Lanka needed this, especially after the first 2 games under so much of pressure. And they needed to come back. They needed to come back strongly. And this is a great reply. And on the subject of Chamindra Wickramasinghe, I know he's just playing the first game and shouldn't really talk too much ahead. But see, as far as he's concerned, that's the player that Sri Lanka is looking for, whether it is Chamindra Wickramasinghe or somebody. Because in the LPL, he was seen to be a big hitter. He didn't bowl much. But here, he's starting with a new ball and bowling 4 overs. What can he offer with the bat?
In the gap, runs in. Excellent effort from Patirana. Definitely saves 2. What a spell from Wickramasinghe. 4 overs, 1 for 17. India 35 for 4.
ये मेरे लिए नहीं, किसी और के लिए है.
दूर हो या पास, राखी बनाए खास. Premium Rakis and gifts delivered across India and the world. fnp.com.
An excellent stop from Matisha Patirana in the deep. But those 2 runs weren't as valuable, or aren't as valuable as his 4 overs for Parvez Maroof.
It looks like he's just letting Sanjeeva, the physio, that he jarred his shoulder. It's been a while since Matisha Patirana has been having this problem. He's been carrying on playing, having some injections. And if you had noticed, not throwing his 100% from the outfield as well as from the infield. And this is a major news for Sri Lanka. That's his specialized dead bowler. Not even bowl a single over. Possibly Charith Lanka would have hoped at least 2 to 3 overs to be used in the death overs. And now all of a sudden you have a situation in case if Matisha can't bowl, Chamindra Wickramasinghe has bowled out and you only have Asita Fernando who's bowling his second over, 2 overs of death overs. This is important pace for Sri Lanka. They need to keep picking up wickets to stay in the game and reduce that pressure with the death overs.
Well, Sri Lanka would hope that they get into the lower order of India pretty soon. Just happy to nudge around for singles. Shubman Gill.
This is not good news at all. Let's hope he's all right, but he seemed to be holding on to that shoulder, and this is what happened. Oh, certainly jarred that. Earned the applause of Chamindra Wickramasinghe, but he certainly felt the pain straight away. So Avishka Fernando, I believe, is the substitute. Another young player who did extremely well in the recent Lanka Premier League. Pretty unfortunate not to be in this starting 11. But Sri Lanka might consider it as a positive headache rather than a negative headache.
That's usually the ploy against Shivam Dube. He doesn't enjoy the shorter ball. This was bowled at decent pace.
I'm sure Sanajay Surya Charita Sri Lanka, new analysing coach, if you may say, in the team, Jayan Mubarak, would have had a massive say in this, how to attack Shivam Dube. As correctly said, Avi, most of the opposition around the world targets Shivam Dube with the bouncer, but most of them overdo it and becomes predictable. It's these kind of players, the bouncer has to be used correctly and properly.
Well said. Because that's where Shivam Dube's resurrection as a batter all-rounder. Gives himself room. Another diving stop from Hasaranga as he saved two again. Sri Lanka have been brilliant on the field today.
Hasaranga in particular has been on fire. He's been running around, he's been holding on to catches. Another great effort here. Look at how he gives himself room, creates the width.
Spectacular effort from Wanindu Hasaranga. 2 catches already. Seems like he's a man on a mission today. Sri Lanka have come out all guns blazing after winning the toss. Just 4 boundaries so far. Could be 2. And Shubman Gill does get back quite easily. Chamindra Wickramasinghe exceptional with the new ball.
Yeah, he was a third most economical spell on debut for Sri Lanka in T20s. Named Emerging Player of the Tournament in the LPL. Scored 186 runs and picked up 7 wickets. And most importantly, played some important knocks. And some games he bowled the death overs as well, especially the last over for Tambula strikers. Though they missed out and they finned with the wooden spoon, that man on screen was the man that everyone opened their eyes for.
Another call for 2, played off the back foot. They're doing this well, India. 3 2s in the over. The story, Chamindra Wickramasinghe getting his cap from Sanat Jayasuriya. Just 4 or 5 weeks ago, he must have been so disheartened not being picked up in the LPL draft, and then comes back 2 months later. What a great game this is. It's turning out for Sri Lanka. And bowling a wonderful spell with the new ball. Wide signal.
Well, Sri Lanka will have to be mindful of this. So far they've been good, just 2 wides. But they got to be disciplined here, and they are. So Asita Fernando too has really been good today. 1 for 10. He's been generally good with his line and length. Haven't seen that knuckle ball, which I thought he overdid in that last game. The Sri Lankan bowling generally has been very, very respectable. 2 for 16 for Theekshana Wickramasinghe. A very fine spell. 1 for 17. Last ball of the over.
Nicely done. 9 runs coming off that over. 44 for 4 after 8.
कि मेरे लिए नहीं, किसी और के लिए है।
दूर हो या पास, राखी बनाई खास. Premium Rakis and gifts delivered across India and the world. FNP.com.
Brilliant start. 44 for 4. Sri Lanka would be over the moon with what they have done so far, considering whom they have dismissed. Now, one of the issues here, as far as I could see, is about the death bowling. We've just seen Matisha Patirana going off the field. Now, he is such a vital cog in that second 10 overs. Ramesh Mendis comes on into his fourth game. So that is going to be an interesting area to keep an eye on. What is Charita Salanka's strategy going to be?
Yes, Roshan, and he'll have to figure out a second option if Patirana cannot come back. But he's a hardy young man, Matisha Patirana. He might have received a little bit of a jolt, but I don't think it'll be too serious. Hopefully he will come back. If not, I'm certain that Asalanka will have other options in mind. Asita Fernando has begun well. He's got 2 overs left. He might be held back. Vikramasinghe as well. Or he's done with his bowling, I beg your pardon. Mahesh Tikshana also bowls in the death, so certainly another option.
See, I can tell you one thing. Sanath Jayasuriya, he's someone who's played with a lot of pain. So I'm sure he's going to force Matisha Patirana, if there's half a chance, to get on the field and bowl.
Is there a possibility of Sanath Jayasuriya coming to the team? Now, Roshan and...
Don't write that off.
Don't
left
write
arm
it off.
spin.
Nothing beyond him.
But this is a wonderful performance from the Sri Lankan bowlers so far. And I think the one thing that really can be highlighted is performance of both the young seamers, Vikramasinghe and Fernando, both of them. Impeccable in the line and length. On a surface like this, which is not so conducive to batting or that fluent stroke play that we've been accustomed to, they've been brilliant.
That's it. Ramesh Mendis. Not the greatest delivery, but it doesn't matter. There was a bit of a juggle for Kusal Mendes, but India's 5th wicket is down, and that's Dubey.
When it rains, it pours. Outside the off stump, looks like they held up in the wicket just a bit. You could hear that nick almost here in the dressing room, the second floor. Ramesh Mendis picks up his first wicket in his first over. He gets the 6 hitting big fish, Shivam Dubey. He goes. For 13 or 14 deliveries, India are in a spot of bother. In fact, more than one. 48 for 5.
ये मेरे लिए नहीं, किसी और के लिए.